Good evening and welcome to India Today SoSouth. Well, I have two very interesting celebrities and I can't believe it that one of them who I just saw just the other day on my laptop is sitting before me here. I'm amazed. Please welcome on our Sit Down with SoSouth episode number 3, Manoj Kumar and Shraddha Joshi. Oops, it's Vikrant Massey and we have the beautiful and gorgeous, I'm nervous, Medha Shankar.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us here. What
Tell
lovely
me something.
energy.
How tired or how not tired?
Not at all tired. Not at all tired. As I told you why before we started rolling, when you've made a good film, and when you have to go out there and sort of promote it and talk about it, tell people to watch it. I mean, you're never tired.
Beautiful. City number? You'll have been traveling as I've been seeing from your social media.
Lost count.
Really? That many? Approximately, if you'll have to.
7, 8?
Wow, guys. In a span of.
In a span of 10, 12 days?
Have y'all caught up on sleep?
Kind of. Kind of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First thing y'all had when y'all came to Bangalore?
Dosa.
I had vada, Medu vada.
Dosa.
You liked it?
Yes,
Liked
I
it?
Loved it.
Loved it?
Loved
What
it.
about our filter coffee?
Love it.
Yes, love it.
Love it.
Love
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the
Congratulations.
original filter coffee,
yeah.
Bangalore
Yeah.
filter coffee. Yeah. We get renditions in Bombay,
We are
right?
so happy to listen to that as South Indians because we take pride in our filter coffee,
Yes, you must.
Congratulations for 12th fail, both of y'all.
Thank you.
It's a fabulous trailer, fabulous storyline based on a true life story.
Yes.
And I would like to begin with that, with both of y'all, right? Y'all have played real life characters, an IPS, an IRS officer. It's a love story as well. You've been his bedrock in the entire story. What was it like for both of y'all after the project ended? I'm going to ask you that experience.
So, you know how as actors, some of your characters stays with you? Everything stayed with me after this film. Like, it took me a long time to like part with that emotion, part with the memories, because it's been so incredible in every way possible. Working with Vidhu sir, under his tutelage, I've learned so much. I've grown tremendously as an actor, tremendously as a human being. Working with Vikrant, like you said, it's based on two real people. So getting to interact with them for preparation, reading the book for preparation, doing script readings with Sir and Vikrant. It's just been such a phenomenal journey, so enriching that, I mean, I don't know.
Unreal.
It's absolutely surreal, unreal. So by the time I wrapped, I was just still in the zone. And it took me a long time to get out of it.
Emotions?
Oh yeah. For the last 2 years, I've been in a constant state of gratitude only, because such a beautiful film to be a part of, such great people to work with, and now it's releasing and we're nearing the release, so I'm so excited.
I take a lot of time to get out of films, especially films that I've really sort of fallen in love with. So I did have major withdrawal symptoms. Major. Also because I spent a lot of time on this film. So we shot for 2 months. But I was on the film for a year and a half prior to that. Prepping. Right. And hardcore, full-fledged, just focused prep 3 months before the shoot.
Yes.
So, and also because it is so emotionally daunting, right? It's not just any other film that you go, you mouth your lines and you come back. You're working with Vidhu Vinod Chopra.
Absolutely.
And he's going to, squeeze even the last drop of your blood until and unless you've given your best. So too much time, too many new friendships, relationships, attachments, especially with the part that you play and the world that you've been so privy to. I think it does take time to sort of wear off. I had a couple of good sessions as well, therapy sessions with my therapist after I got out of this film. Yeah.
Guys, when I saw the trailer, the one thing that made me want me to ask this question to you is I saw Vikrant and Medha in the characters. I'm talking about you as individual people, right? And I actually am very curious to know that did you all have anything common to those characters, or did you all relate to those characters in some aspects? Throw some light, please tell us.
It's so surreal, like you just said. When I was cast for the part, I was already cast for even before that, I had already screen tested with Vidhu sir and Vikrant, and I was not locked for the part, but sir had already told me that you're the front runner. So he'd already asked me to go and meet Manoj sir and Shraddha ma'am for prep. So the first time I met ma'am and sir, and we spent like 6-7 hours together at a stretch, and the moment me and Shraddha started to talk, we realized there is so much in common, and it is so surreal. And I say this with utmost humility because she's such an incredible person. I'm not even close to how incredible she is, but for some reason, our worldview is very similar. And now we've bonded so much over the commonalities and the way we look at the world. We look at love. Like for me also, the love that they have, that's the ocean of love for me. There is a definition. So in so many ways, we're very, very similar. And I didn't know it back then because I hadn't even read the script. It only came to life for me when I started meeting her. So it's very surreal. There's a lot of commonality between me and Shraddha ma'am, and I think, and that's what, it's so funny that Shraddha ma'am and I keep saying this. I don't know how Vidhu sir noticed that so early, or maybe there's an element of Shraddha he saw in me, So yeah,
like they say usually, right? When they're making characters, they make the character and then they're like, अब देखेंगे कि किसको डाला जाएगा. But somewhere I felt विक्रांत और मेधा को अभी लिया है. अब हम ये character उनके लिए लिखेंगे. I felt that personally when I saw the trailer. So tell us what you felt. Any common traits?
Very.
Like
and she's put it across just perfectly. Like it's almost surreal.
Okay.
And now that we've shot the film is out in a couple of days. In retrospect, you sit back and you think, how? I mean, how did it all just come together?
Yeah.
Like, why were certain things the way they were?
Yeah.
Why did they shape up the way they did? And how could, for me most importantly, how was I able to pull it off?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's because of the commonalities that Manoj sir and I also share as people.
Right.
I mean, our value system or the way we function on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
A lot of it also is value system,
Right.
a belief system.
Right.
And yeah, I fell in love with him. I think during the entire process of making this film, I also did spend a lot of time with him. So would really insist that go beyond the book and script because there is a lot more that
Meets the eye.
You should definitely go and spend some time with him. I think I've found or formed an incredible bond with him. I've found an older brother in him. Quite a lot of commonalities. I can actually go on and on. I think to begin with, it's the value system.
The value system. On that, picking up from what you all just said, this story, like you mentioned, and in your interviews I've seen, you'll have spoken about how emotionally it does demand a lot from both your characters, right? And when I see the amount of highs and lows in the trailer, some parts you're like awestruck, some parts you're scared, some parts you're like, what next is going to happen? At any given point of time, given the fact that you all have covered on the system and the governance, I like the part where you're sitting in the police station and you tell the police officer that line that was so hard hitting, right? I want to ask the both of you all that from the emotional angle of it, in real life, putting yourself as Vikrant and putting yourself as Medha, are you all that kind of people, or are you all a little bit, no, we wouldn't say we're so emotionally high in our individualistic lives, but this character made us get there or demanded us to get there?
I certainly am that.
You are?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. And one of the reasons why I love acting, or probably acting is the only thing I can do, is because I speak my heart through my stories.
Yeah.
Or the parts that I play.
Yeah.
And talking about the scene that you spoke of,
Yeah.
I would have done the same, probably more.
Right.
Probably more. But I am someone who's always voiced my opinions.
Opinions?
Always. Unfortunately, in today's social media toxicity, I do refrain because there is no platform for a constructive debate.
Absolutely.
Or constructive criticism either.
Not at all.
So I use my medium to express myself.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, like he said, I too am a very emotional person. I'm a very sensitive person. And, my father, this one time so beautifully put it. He said, when you're acting, play on the front foot. In life, play on the back foot. Because in life, if you're brimming with emotions, it's not going to be easy life.
Right.
But when you're acting,
Right.
your emotions have to be here.
Yeah.
So I live through my stories, whatever emotions I in life with people can't express. So
Absolutely.
honestly and so bluntly, I do it through my films. And in a way, I heal myself, I grow myself, and I hope to heal other people through that.
That's so well put, guys. This seems like a therapy session for me, actually.
So glad.
But you know, emotions part of it. We discussed that, right? My next thing that I want to talk about is this entire fact of the anthem, Restart.
Yeah.
Powerful. So, like, it would give any person who's down in life, no matter in what form or the other, so much of motivation. How do you all perceive failure when it comes? Because you all hail from an industry which every single day gives you so much. Success, failure, anything, right? How do you all perceive
Both are
failure?
concomitant.
Yeah, like you all can't let go of either, right? How do you all deal with failure? How do you all perceive it?
I don't use the word failure ever. Not for other people, not for myself.
Yeah.
Failure is just a stupid word, I feel.
Okay.
It's I would call it a hiccup. I would call it a comma. It's not a full stop ever. Because it's just a challenge.
Okay.
Because I've not lost the battle until I tell you that I've lost the battle.
Can you tell that line to us, which is there in the movie?
हारा वही जो लड़ा नहीं. So concept ही हमारा film का ये है कि if you keep fighting, you've not lost.
Yeah.
How can somebody else tell you that you've lost? How can a casting agency or a rejection tell me that, oh, Medha, you're not good enough?
Yeah.
And it's the fact that it's not personal. No casting director is sitting and saying, isko nahi lena. There's a reason why you're rejected. Maybe you're not fit for the part or whatever. So you're not supposed to take any rejection personally. It's all business, and you have to tell yourself that, you know, you have to keep working hard. You have to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Like, hara wahi jo lada nahi.
Yeah.
तो रोज लड़ना ही है. Because struggle is a never-ending process. It's always going to be a part of your life. So restart, though, you have to do every single day.
Did you find yourself restarting on anything in particular? Off lately, if you have to say that as actors?
I mean, I am restarting through 12th fail in so many ways. My last film in cinemas was 3.5 years ago.
Right.
And then COVID happened.
Then COVID happened, yes.
And everyone thought I'm an OTT actor. And
Right.
I completely detest people bracketing me. And here I am, all thanks to Mr. Vikrant Chopra and even Rajkumar Hirani sir, because he recommended my name for this film.
Beautiful.
And but most importantly, Vikrant Chopra sir for backing me. And I am restarting as we speak.
Yeah.
I'm
Failure
having
for you.
my result day after.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be pass.
I hope.
In flying
We are
colours,
very proud
guys.
of it. We are already very, very
Yes,
proud of it.
yes.
You know, irrespective of what the box office would be, or irrespective of what my career trajectory would be maybe 6 months from now.
Yeah.
This film will always be right at the core of my heart, because it's a piece of my heart.
What's this word for you? Fail. Like she said, for her, it's a comma.
I mean, as I said, you know, both these things are concomitant with
Yeah.
each other, you know. Like, if failure does not exist, how do you define success, and vice versa?
Beautiful.
So I also know it for a fact, because I've had my fair share of it, that, you know, it's not your successes that define your character, it's your failures.
Absolutely.
So I would rather face a few failures in life to know otherwise.
Yeah.
And I think they are essential. They are very, very important in life. Extremely important.
You've come a long way.
Yeah.
We've seen you from television, from theatre actually, to television.
I haven't done theatre.
Not theatre?
No theatre. Wikipedia is wrong.
It's wrong?
It's Wikipedia
Thank you.
is
Please
wrong.
correct it on our...
I was not born in Nagpur. That is also wrong. I am
See?
a Bombay guy.
Okay,
But
then...
I don't care.
So it's television, right?
It's television.
We saw you on television
Yes,
for sure.
it's
And now to
television for sure.
movies and different kinds of stuff, Vikrant. And I want to ask you this question that, is it true or that, you know, an actor after a certain point of time finds his footing in a particular genre? Or would you say, I'm an actor that belongs to whatever suits me or whatever I find interest in rather?
I would rather go with the latter.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe in you. I have always had this problem with journalists, especially Hindi
Yeah.
speaking journalists. They would, up until a year ago, label me as TV actor Vikrant Massey. I don't want you to label me as a superstar Vikrant Massey or a film star Vikrant Massey. Actor Vikrant
Actor,
Massey.
yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of irritating. Not that I take it to heart and sleep with it, but an actor is an actor.
Yeah.
And you know, world over, or even in our own Indian cinema, there have been actors who've done TV.
Yeah.
There have been actors who've done films and
Yes.
theatre as well. The biggest of examples are like Shah Rukh Khan.
Yes.
He's done theatre with Barry John. He's done TV. He's a super duper star right now. He's also a producer. Irfan Saab, Nasir Saab,
Yeah.
Om Puri, Pankaj Kapoor. All your Hollywood stars have done, you know, sitcoms.
Yes.
They do web series, they act in movies, their films release in theaters, their films have a direct to OTT release. They are known as actors.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I would rather want to be known as an actor.
Right.
Yeah.
Medha, how has your journey been so far? We've seen you in movies even before, right? But I'm pretty sure, compared to your projects that we researched on, 12th Fail seems to definitely belong to a different genre. We're seeing Medha in a very competitive, in a very hardcore, realistic role this time, where we're going to see every element of maybe something we didn't know about her coming on screen this time. Did you feel any different?
Yes, absolutely. This film for me is a start and a restart. Everything.
Right.
I've been in Bombay. I have done a few projects. It's been 6 years, but this film, absolutely through and through, is the biggest debut I could have imagined, and not just because it's the Vidhu Vinod Chopra sir's
Right.
written, directed, and produced film,
Right.
and with Vikrant, but also just this story, just this character. I really hope that people like the film, and mostly people see me in a very different, like you said,
Yeah.
from what they've seen me before.
Exactly.
It's very, very different from that, and it's very close to who I am, I feel.
There you go.
Yeah, so
You know, your social media pages, both of y'all. I'm very eager to ask that question because I know that I want Vikrant to open up on that aspect. Okay? As much as I've seen you being a very social media savvy person, correct me if I'm wrong.
absolutely.
You enjoy.
I'm not.
You're not?
Not.
But because your cute reels, the way you sing and stuff looks like, you know, oh, I'm very comfortable in
Singing is
social
a-
media.
Singing
Yeah.
is the only thing that I would sit and do
For social media.
for myself, and then sometimes I record and then I put it.
Are you a social media savvy person?
No.
You're not. So do you detest it
Seriously?
as much as you detest it?
I don't detest.
Okay,
That's
detest is a strong word.
It's just, it doesn't naturally come to me. It doesn't
Okay.
naturally come to me to take selfies
Ah.
or to take pictures of my food
Yeah.
or take pictures with my friends. I might as well enjoy that moment. Then even
Right.
if I have pictures, I will be so lazy I will not put it on Instagram.
Really?
I am not that person, and I look at other people and these reels and all, dude, it's hard work.
It is.
People
It is a
who have
lot.
followers,
Yeah.
they put in so much work.
Yes.
And there is time. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I am utilizing all that time in
Yeah.
bettering myself as an actor because I cannot put that amount of time and effort. It just doesn't come naturally.
It
It's
doesn't.
like everybody has their own strengths.
Yeah.
That is not really much. I'm hoping after this film I naturally get followers
Yeah.
for my work so that I don't have to make so many reels.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the path
Stick to what you do best, which is
Yes.
performing incredibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest, like
Yeah,
what, like,
peripherals.
like what the Vidhu Vinod Chopra sir's film 3 Idiots, it says na ki
Excellence.
excellence.
is
Excellence
I
ke piche
just
mat
follow.
bhago.
Excellence ke piche success.
That
That has been my approach. That, yeah.
The question's coming straight there now to me
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm so curious to know the social media equation and Vikrant Massey. What is it?
I mean, the algorithms are very different, and
Okay.
I think as she said half the things, I
Yeah.
completely agree with what she's saying. It firstly does not come naturally to
Right.
me. Secondly, it's extremely time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
There are days when I actually find 24 hours way too less.
Wow.
I would need at least 6 more hours. Like if we had 30-hour days,
Mm.
that would be an ideal life for me. Doesn't come naturally to me, and I think my primary job is of an actor. I think we've
Right.
kind of blurred too many lines here and mishmashed too much. And early experiences also have sort of kind of repelled me
Mm-hmm.
from this. I've seen actors getting rejected over social media stars,
Oh, yeah.
over followers,
Yes.
especially women.
Yes.
Women who deserve to be in those positions of responsibility and power have been overlooked
Right.
simply for popularity,
Right.
and unqualified people hold certain positions. So I completely am repelled by that, and I would want to be focusing on what I really enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
which is in front of the camera,
Yeah.
and the rest, as I said, excellence ke piche jao.
So yeah.
Success.
Absolutely. Jhak maar ke piche. I
Like
agree.
he said, I have actually walked out of castings where they asked me for my followers.
Really?
I said I don't want to do this project and I left. This has happened.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, because I just
So
felt like
cool.
you're
So
disrespecting
cool.
me as an actor.
That's so
If
cool.
you want to hire somebody because of followers or whatever,
Yeah.
then hire them. With respect, I say, please
Yeah.
go and hire them. Don't test me then.
Right.
Because I'm not going to be judged by the number of my followers.
Absolutely. Both of y'all have worked with different kind of directors, right? Wizards of directors. Meghna Gulzar, right? Vidhu Vinod Chopra. You have also worked with Kaun Kona, right? So many. And this question goes to the both of y'all. Who was the tough one to crack? We'll start with you.
Vidhu Vinod Chopra.
Really?
And Konkona Sen Sharma.
Not Meghna Gulzar?
Meghna also, I was going to mention her name, but I think Meghna also has a very strong maternal instinct. So she is this all protecting safety net. So she probably stops short sometimes.
Yeah.
But Vinod sir and
You see Vidhu Vinod was the
Vikramaditya
toughest?
Motwane.
Oh yes, of course,
Yes,
yeah.
my first film was with him.
But he was the tough nut to crack?
Vidhu Vinod Chopra, Konkona Sen Sharma.
Oh,
Yes.
you're putting Kaun Kona on second. I'm surprised with
Like
that.
slightly, because
Oh.
nobody, Vidhu Vinod Chopra does not belong to this planet.
Tell us about Kaun Kona. Why does she come like really
She's
equal to
very,
him?
very thorough with what she wants.
Wow.
And you can see it, whether it is a Death in the Gunj
Yeah, Death in
or
the
whether it
Gunj,
is the lust stories
Yeah.
that she just recently made with Lotma Show.
Yes.
I mean, you can see, the answer is right there for you to see.
Also her performance as an actor.
As an
in
actor.
Lilliputchi
How was it for you? Your debut with him?
with Vidhu sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, like he's worked with other people who
Correct.
are almost at
Yeah.
par. I've worked with Vidhu sir, so this
For
is
you,
my
it's like-
benchmark. This is where I've started. And he's not an easy person to please.
Yeah.
And rightly so. Because he's an absolute genius.
Right.
He's a legendary filmmaker and he demands a certain kind of performance from you as an
Yeah.
actor, as a light person, camera person, and you
Yeah.
have to give it to him. You have to be on your toes, you have to deliver your best performance.
Right.
And if you're not delivering your best performance, he knows how to bring out your best performance.
Right.
So in that whole process, you grow so much as an actor
Right.
and so much as a person.
Right.
That it's just you've enriched yourself so much after that whole journey with Vidhu sir.
Behind the scene moments, guys. Like, I would love to ask this because, see, Vikrant, you've been here for how many years now? If we have to... 20 years. And Medha, you've been here for 6. And the reason why this question is curious to me is, having Medha on the sets and, 20 plus 6 a year, obviously, he's seen so much of this industry as of now, right? Were there moments where, I'm not even going to say that maybe he wouldn't have felt it, I'm pretty sure, where there was a moment which was very daunting, or there was a moment where it was a little bit frustrating, nahi ho raha yaar, ye nahi mil raha, ya a little nervousness or fear. Did any of you all face any of these extreme emotions? Because the story is such. That's why I ask.
Yes. Primarily because it's a very emotionally challenging part.
Yeah.
It's a very emotionally challenging part. It's a story that's very emotionally demanding, and then Vidhu sir's standards are such. So everything together, it was never supposed to be an easy experience.
Yeah.
But
You signed up for it.
You signed up for it. You knew what you were signing up for. But at the same time, I wouldn't have it any other way.
You were
is what
okay
I-
with it, right?
I am blessed that I got to do this.
At
How-
any given point of time?
Never, even if there was a moment where I felt like, yaar, is this right? Am I delivering? Is it okay? Is it not? Even for a moment, if it's happened, even then I know the beauty of it. I
Did you
know
discuss
that
it with him anytime? Like, say, for example, you both are sharing screen and there was something, like, should I just ask him? Should I just tell him?
I must have asked you. a
Or
few
vice
things.
versa. Or vice versa.
Vice versa, yeah. I mean, it's always a collaborative effort,
Yes.
right? It's always a collaborative effort. You have to walk hand in hand and rescue each other from time to time.
Like from time to time, Vikrant would ask me, "Are you feeling okay? Are you okay?
Right.
Iski jacket le, usko thand lag rahi hai." So all of that has happened. Like he's really taken care of me.
so sweet.
But also individually, more importantly, it's been a journey for both of us. Mostly individually as actors.
Yeah.
It's been more individual in that sense, in terms of the challenges, I would say. And then collectively, of course, as a group. Sir,
Right.
Vikrant and I, all of us together, all the
Yeah.
actors together. It's been
There are some days there are logistical challenges.
Absolutely.
Some days you're a human after all. After such a daunting day at work, you're completely exhausted, but the idea is to restart and pull yourself up.
Yeah.
And I definitely mean it. There were days when I step back into my hotel room. You're away from family, you're away from home cooked food,
Yes.
your friends, or your own comfort nest,
Yeah.
and you sit down, which is
Right.
emotionally, physically relaxing.
Absolutely.
And you enter a hotel room by the end of it. I mean, it's cold, it's like lonely.
Yeah.
But you have to, you have to wake up at 4 a.m. again. And you have to go, and you have to probably continue doing what you've left today. So, and for me, naturally, of course, I'm a human. There are days when you have self-doubt creeping in. There are days when you're not landing at all. But that's a part of the process. It's bound to happen. But I naturally don't tend to have this feeling of quitting ever. Like, I might get bored, but not wanting to give up.
It's the challenges also the way you grow now. If everything's coming easy,
You're not so good in speaking to me. Naturally, my questions are coming
How
up. Do you know?
lovely.
Like, I don't even have to think
Yes.
now.
We should chat more often.
We should, you know. Because,
Let's
you know,
do
my
it.
next question was based on what you just said. Nothing comes easy, right?
Mm.
Harsh realities of the industry. Pretty sure
Life.
when you came, you faced it all. We've read about certain things that you've spoken also in a very, very mature manner. Vikrant, when you were asked about nepotism or the industry or as a newcomer, what you felt. And now that she's been here for 6 years, I'm pretty sure you have tasted a fair share of whatever the industry is about, good, bad, all of it. I would like to ask you all about those little harsh realities. I mean, I don't even want to give it a certain term because I don't think so there's one term that exists in the industry. While some people would say, no, tell us about nepotism. I think it's a mixture of everything. As people who hail from outside the industry to making a mark wherever you are, to doing a movie with Vidhu Vinod Chopra, I think that's kudos to you guys for bagging
you.
it, right? How has your experience been so far, coming from outside the industry?
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
There are so many times you're asked, what would you tell your younger self, or what are the things you would undo? None of it.
None of it?
None of it. Of course not.
Right.
I would not be the same person that I am. And I cannot imagine myself any other way. So I would definitely not have it any other way. I'm really glad the struggles or whatever that journey was,
Yeah.
I think they are the ones that they form you, they build you. They are character building in so many ways.
Right.
And I'm a definite believer in the fact that, it's not your successes that define your character, it's your failures that define
failures,
your
yeah.
character.
At any given point of time, Vikrant, did you also feel that, काश मेरे पास भी ऐसा कोई होता या
आता है कभी-कभी.
आता है?
आता है.
Because it's a genuine question I'm asking. Okay.
Of course आता है कभी-कभी. There are days, there are like this I'm talking about nearly 10 years back after Lutera.
Mm-hmm.
I had already done my first film. People had already started appreciating me. A major studio calls me and they offer me a film to play a hero ka dost, and I said I can do much more. They said, really sorry, I don't think you can ever work with us as a main lead because you've already played a hero ka dost, and we only launch people. I'm like, good for you.
Ouch.
And I mean, and
Yeah.
it pinches you.
Of course.
But then for the person that I am, I'm like, yeah, good for you. I mean, yeah, all the very best. And today we cross paths and we exchange pleasantries, and it's wonderful. It's not like I've defeated you. It's like I've found my space.
Yeah.
And wish you all the best in your space.
Like he so rightly said that without your hardships, who are you? It's your hardships and your challenges that shape you. That you are, like, not just the 6 years in the industry, but just pretty much all my life. It's just the life that you've led. Has it been easy? Has it not been easy? Nobody knows about it, right? So it shapes the person that you are. And similarly, these hardships, I really wouldn't want it any other way. I am the self-belief and perseverance I've built for myself over the 6 years. It would not have happened if I had it easy. You know, if it was given to me on a platter, I wouldn't be so proud of myself today. Like, I landed this part absolutely on my own merit, on my own acting. I didn't know Viduno Chopra sir. I didn't know even the casting person who cast me. Even he didn't know.
casting director in the country. I mean, Mukesh Chabra.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for him to back her, and that's also another thing which you.
Yeah. So I was absolutely new. It's not that other casting agencies I've not worked with. Some people know you. They keep calling you. Sometimes you don't know some people. So it was one of those things. So for me, it's been like I've made it absolutely on my own, and that's why I'm so proud of myself and of this film, and I'm so grateful to sir and just everything, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't want it any other way.
I think you guys have just done a fabulous job with this movie, and I can say that इसके बाद ना जो कोई भी, like I say, जो इंडस्ट्री के बाहर से आता है, you know, tries to establish themselves here, I feel they're here to stay by looking at your examples.
Thank you. I hope we inspire people.
Fun question before the entertainment part can come in. Yeah, you are a trained dancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are. Vikrant, why don't we see you dancing in your movies?
Because there are no good scripts coming my way. There are films coming ki jahan
Sanjay, see, he told us the truth. Sanjay was waiting to know. Ask Vikrant this, that why?
There are scripts like.
Haan, you did. Yeah, we saw that.
Film,
yes.
Right? And people love that film.
It was entertaining.
It was very entertaining, and especially up north, people love it.
Right.
Love it. But most of the scripts I get, I mean, I personally feel, gone are the days wherein you just break into a song and dance. I mean, my character has to have a dance background.
That's true. But would you want to?
I would love
We
to.
would want to.
I want to.
You want to?
Through you, I'm telling you, I want to do it. I want to play. I want to play a dancer's part.
Right.
I want to play a singer's part. Maybe almost Broadway-ish in nature. I would love
Wow.
to do it. Why not?
Perfect. Are you a trained singer?
Yeah, I trained for 4 years as a child.
I was right in my guess.
Hindustani classical.
Oh,
Can you start it? No. Can you do a step for us? She'll sing and like one line she'll sing. एक जो आपका favorite step जो आपको अच्छा लगा बस उसका.
Company her singing.
पक्का. ठीक है.
Okay, बोलो ना.
हाँ, anything that you're comfortable with.
ये पतंगे अंबर से कहती है क्या सुन लो ये हवाएं कहती क्या बादल से हाँ सुन लो देना
मेरे गले से आवाज ही नहीं निकली.
This is like Vikrant's like.
I can't match up.
No. I'll stay. Thank you so much. Guys, for speaking to us on India Today SoSouth. Good evening and welcome to India Today SoSouth. Well, I have two very interesting celebrities, and I can't believe it that one of them who I just saw just the other day on my laptop is sitting before me here. I'm amazed. Please welcome on our Sit Down with SoSouth episode number 3, Manoj Kumar and Shraddha Joshi. Oops, it's Vikrant Massey And we have the beautiful and gorgeous. I'm nervous, guys.
Thank you for having us here. What
Tell
lovely
me
and
something. How tired or how not tired are you?
not at all tired. Not at all tired. As I told you before we started rolling, when you've made a good film, and when you have to go out there and sort of promote it and talk about it, tell people to watch it. I mean, you're never tired.
Beautiful. City number? You'll have been traveling as I've been seeing from your social media.
Lost count.
Really? That many? Approximately?